cats and things, his collection as well. That's his cat.
Oh, lovely, fluffy, just a little bit fluffier than our one.
Cute. Now you know what to do with your cat.
Well, that's right, yeah. Most people come to Whanganui for the 3 A's, the awa, the art, the architecture. I'm here to find one man, but there's just one problem. He's been dead 125 years. I'm here in Whanganui to find my mum's dad's mum's dad, Samuel Henry Drew. I knew he was a jeweller. What I didn't know was that he created the museum in Whanganui and left behind many things, including his ginger cat. This is One Ancestor at a Time. I'm Sui Tauloa Simon Young. Let's see what we can dig up. Growing up, I knew that my great-grandmother had come from a quite well-off family and there was a bit of a class divide. Later on, I would find that my great-grandfather's brother once complained,
"It would not give them leprosy to keep in closer contact with the family at home."
So there was a bit of avoidance of the Rockall side of the family, who we'll get to know in a future video. But what about the Drew family? I didn't know much. I just knew that my great-grandmother's father, Samuel, was a jeweler, a watchmaker, and because of that, a businessman. But I didn't realize until I started searching that he's kind of a big deal. He was a business owner. He was part of the local choral society. He was on the rowing team. He was on the board of the Loan Society. But the most profound legacy he leaves is the Whanganui Regional Museum. This is Trish Nugent-Lyne. She is, well, what's your role, Trish?
I'm the curatorial and collections lead, or Potiaki. This is Samuel Drew's original museum in the late 1890s. So the original museum was built up of Samuel Drew's collection, and so he was a really avid collector of natural history and ethnology. He was an amazing man. And he built up this collection, and most of it was stored in his family home. And it got to the extent that basically they couldn't live in the house because he had 8 children as well. So the house was being overtaken by natural history specimens and, Māori artefacts and things from all over the world. He was a very avid collector. So he sold the collection for £600 to the Whanganui Council, basically, at that time. And so a specific purpose-built museum was built in 1892 to house that collection. Yeah.
So we see a merry mixture of everything all in together here.
Absolutely, and actually when we go down into the storerooms you'll be able to recognise these guys.
Oh wow, okay.
They're still down there, and also some of these animals in the background.
Right.
These carvings, some of them are on display.
Even I understand his cat.
Yes, his cat is here as well. It is in the storerooms, yes, and I will show you that.
Lovely,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Let's go have a look.
Okay. So the collection has really grown a lot since his time, but the core of it, and a lot of the natural history and things were his. So first of all, we'll go and have a look at the man himself, shall we? We've got him stuffed down. No, I'm joking. So here he is.
Oh wow, cool.
So I want to get this back up on display.
Absolutely.
The marble bust was made after his death to commemorate him. All right, come this way and we'll have a look at some of his natural history pieces and his cat. I mean, we've got such bizarre things in the collection, it's just crazy. And a lot of them are from his time, so like these macaque, like that macaque, he had that from 1878 or something like that, and same with can't even remember what that's called, but because he spent a lot of time in Australia, we have a huge amount of Australian wildlife, the kangaroos, wallabies, koalas.
Have you had any time to do the day job?
I don't know how he could be a father, because he was involved in so many different things. The choral, the orchestral, the Liederhausen, which is another choir. He was into rowing. So I don't know, and his museum activities, which would have taken probably, I don't know how he did his business as well as being a father, and he managed to create 8 children, but so like these cats and things are his collection as well. That's his cat.
Lovely, fluffy, just a little bit fluffy than Alan.
Cute. Now you know what to do with your cat.
Well, that's right, yeah.
And then the sort of the taxidermy and stuff was carried on by his eldest son Henry as well. Okay. So Henry, when his father passed, took over the curatorial role at the museum as well, and jewellery and watchmaker as well. Yeah. And in fact, the Drew's Jewellers was actually when I from Whanganui, and I remember that business actually still operating when I was a kid, up until I think it was the late 90s. Yeah, so. And if we come around here, we will see, those will be from his collection as well, that fish. Just the variety of his stuff.
Oh, wow.
The dolphin, there's your seals from the photos. Real sharks. But this actually is from him. Can I get you to give me a hand with the other side? And we'll just put it out here, and we'll just take the lid off. So this is a thylacine, so otherwise known as a Tasmanian tiger, and so it is an extinct species, and that is one of the best preserved specimens left in the world, and that was Samuel Drew in his collection. But that is a really important specimen worldwide. So we take lots of care of it.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yep. Okay, now we'll go up and have a look in the archives.
Awesome.
Let's turn this light on. Yeah, so we've got some photographs of Samuel. So just a little bit. It's very posed, isn't it? And finished off with pencil. So he was also a member of the Linnaean, or a fellow of the Linnaean Society as well. So it was named after Carl Linnaeus, so the sort of naming species.
Yes, right.
Yeah, so, and it was, you know, all the major scientists, natural scientists of the time were all involved with that, and he became a fellow member of it, and I think it was about 1897. Very, very extensive history with natural history, and like he corresponded with all sorts of, you know, different museums all around the world to get specimens. And he traded New Zealand specimens for international ones, which is why we've got this amazing, bizarre collection of things for a small regional museum. But he did like huge amounts of exchanges and things. So, yeah, massive amounts, like So that's his writing.
Oh, right, okay.
These are all letters from leading natural history scientists. That's Suter, but look at how beautiful their writing is in those days. Hutton, which is also another leading scientist in New Zealand's history. He had collections of albums and stuff. He went to different museums and would photograph the different collections or get photographs sent, and that would give him ideas of how to display his collection and things. But he was also into a bit of trick photography. He's pushing his own barrow.
Hey, that's great.
Amazing, isn't it? But this is a significant thing because this is his, well, that's a photocopy of it, but this is his agreement to sell his collection.
Oh, I see, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so £600 I think it was that he sold it for. Yeah, that would have been a massive amount of money in those days.
Absolutely.
So he wasn't a trained
No.
scientist, he was a trained jeweller, but not
No, but he, what do you call it, an autodidact?
autodidact, right?
Yeah, self-taught and just, you know, he was a polymath. He just loved multiple different things and would teach himself all of these things, you know. And he got Andreas Reischek, who's the bird guy, to come in and help classify his collections and things like that. And he got him to teach his son, Henry, how to do taxidermy and stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, Andreas Reischek is an interesting character in himself because he sort of, was sort of like colouring grave sites and all sorts of things like that. So, which we don't really do nowadays.
Not so much.
Not so much. Yeah.
Well, thank you. This has really given me such an appreciation of what his day-to-day life must have been like.
It would have been busy. He
would have
would
been
have
very
had
busy.
absolutely no downtime whatsoever.
That's
Yeah.
And also that he's quite a not only self-taught but quite a networker.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
it didn't matter
Yeah.
that he was in a smaller city. He just wanted everything to be
Yeah.
circulating in and around
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. I mean, he had quite a good education in Tasmania. He went to school, I think, at quite a prestigious school in Tassie. So, and then he went back to England to learn the trade of jewellery and watchmaker and things like that. So, you know, he was obviously a very intelligent man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But a very forward-thinking and,
Oh,
and wanting to make his collection available to the public.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Because it was one of the conditions of sale, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, because he did have his museum open to the public in like 1880, you know, the early 80s.
Yeah.
And then, it was just getting too much for the family.
His poor
But
wife.
I know she would have been a martyr.
Absolutely.
And she would have raised those children by herself just about.
Wow.
He would have not had much spare time. But they
fantastic.
might have been involved with what he was doing. I know that Henry definitely was. I don't know much about the other children.
No. Yeah, I don't know much about my great-grandmother at all, except we've got a sewing kit, that, like a big, beautiful, not exactly flax, but it's quite a ornate, sewing kit.
Oh, okay. Oh, gorgeous.
And so I guess one of the questions I had, obviously the museum today is quite different in its layout, especially the way that it looks after taonga Māori.
Yep.
How has that sort of evolved since that first photo we saw where it was everything kind of
Mixed together. So I suppose in the display we think a lot more about sort of whether something is tapu or noa. So we take all of those things into consideration and the placement of them, where, you know, next to each other, and even within our storerooms they go from noa, where all the food catching and processing materials are, right through to things to do with the head and weaponry and things like that, right down the other end of the storeroom. Yeah.
I've never thought of that. So
and there's more consultation. So we have kaitiaki, so members of the family from where the artefacts came from, have a say in the care of the collection, or and how we use the collection, and whether it goes on display or not, or whether it can go out on loan and things like that. So and it's actually trying to get those communities actually engaging with their heritage.
Definitely,
So we do a lot more of that, whereas in his day, not so much.
It's the mindset of that time seemed to be build the biggest encyclopedia you can.
Oh, absolutely. So they wanted to bring the world to Whanganui, which is why all these international specimens and things are here. Like we've got a passenger pigeon.
Where's that from?
America. So the passenger pigeons became extinct because they were completely wiped out, because they used to be massive big flocks, and they used to eat all the fields, wheat and stuff, and so they had a big campaign, and so they're all extinct now.
Wow.
And so we've got.
I guess in those pre-internet days, they wanted the kids to learn about the whole world, and got to bring some specimens here.
Yeah, exactly.
From what I can see now in the museum, it's very much as possible interactive and involving and engaging.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Although in his day and age, I'm pretty sure you could most of the time handle the artefacts. Although you wouldn't want to, because they're all fixed with arsenic and things that. So
Thank you so much. It's been such a great trip through, I'm going to say memory lane, but not memories I've ever had before.
No, but it's amazing to have such an amazing man as an ancestor, actually.
It really is.
Yeah. And he will always be remembered in this museum because he is our founding father. Yeah, and he built up an amazing collection.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which other staff have carried on, and his son. Yeah,
he set quite a high bar.
Yeah, he did.
Quantity.
Yeah, definitely.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's all right. Pleasure.
Samuel died suddenly at the age of 57. Doing what he loved, he was at work, of course. He's buried in Heads Road Cemetery in Whanganui, along with his wife and one of their daughters. It's been quite an amazing trip to discover not only the tangible remains and the tangible legacy of this remarkable ancestor, but also to reflect on what each one of us can do with our own lives. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you for coming to Whanganui with me and learning history one ancestor at a time. Join me next time in the sunny islands of Samoa as we travel sideways on my family tree and meet my Samoan family. Remember to subscribe so you'll see every video as it comes out, and to join our community, visit oneancestor.co. That's oneancestor.co.